It's the Staten Island Comedy Show with your host, Nevin Cummings!
Woo! Fred Coscia, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Staten Island Comedy Show!
We made it!
100 shows, Fred!
Yes!
This is our 100th show, ladies and gentlemen. So please stay tuned tonight. We got a lot of comedians. But you know what, Fred?
You think Saturday Night Live is watching us again?
I don't know, but you know this guy, he's going to the park, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he sees this girl reading a book in the park.
He wrote it?
No, she sees the girl reading the book. He goes up to her and says, Staten Island, what are you reading? So the girl says, oh, this is a book about sexual satisfaction. And, you know, who makes the best lovers?
Wow.
So she says, well, the best lovers are Polish and American Indian men. Huh. So the girl turns around and says, my name is Jill. What's yours? And he says, my name is Flying Cloud Kowalski. Nice to meet you. Woo! Flying Cloud, Fred. They call me Flying Cloud. Yeah. So anyway, Fred, we're going to have a big show tonight. It's 100 shows. 100. This is our 100th show. Yes. We've been stalking Staten Island for 100 shows.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, Fred.
And we got a great co-host tonight.
Oh yeah, Raquel Reigns.
On the 100th show.
On a 100th show, and she's going to do some singing tonight.
Wait till you hear her singing.
I know, it's going to be awesome. Okay, but without further ado, Freddie Coscia, take it away. Wow, that was some opener.
Stunning. Wow.
Okay, so Raquel.
Yes.
Reigns.
Yes.
How are you doing?
I'm feeling great.
All right, you're gonna do some singing for us tonight?
Yes, I am.
You're gonna help me co-host this 100th episode of the Staten Island Comedy Show?
Yes. How does it feel?
Feels great. It feels like I've aged 100 years. but anyway, we have to get along because we got a lot of comedians tonight.
Okay.
So our first comedian is Tony Papadog.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony Papadog, ladies and gentlemen. All right, good. So Tony, where are you from?
I was born and raised in Queens, but I live in the Bronx now.
Oh, cool. All right.
It only took me a week to get here.
All right. How long have you been doing comedy?
About 4 or 5 years.
Oh, awesome.
Well, I mean, all my life, but professionally, yeah, about 4 or 5 years.
And who is your favorite comedian?
I don't have one.
Okay. What beliefs set you apart from other comedians?
What do I believe sets me apart from other comedians? I couldn't answer that question.
Okay, well.
But you see for yourself. That's something you're going to see for yourself. You tell me if I set myself apart.
Okay, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Waiting tables.
Okay, yeah, I know. Comedians, struggling comedians,
yeah.
They have to do what they got to do, right?
Either that or in the grave. I'm a married man.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, where can we find you? On Facebook and stuff like that?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, on Facebook. On Instagram, Tony Papadog. On Facebook, it's T Papadog. TPAPADOG.
Okay, awesome. So you have a 5-minute set for us?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm going to
Tony
give you guys
Papadog.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Great, my name is Tony Papadog. It only took me a week to get here. I was clean shaven when I left the Bronx. I hate Halloween. We didn't have much money growing up, so my mom would wait till the last day to get us our costumes. Slim pickings, last day of getting your costumes. Imagine what a 5-year-old boy looks like dressed up as Princess Leia. Pretty hard going trick-or-treating. Not too bad now, but in 70-something, it wasn't good. Any parents? Yeah, I'm not a parent. I don't like children. I have 2 dogs. I think dogs are better than kids. My dog will never grow up and tell me to go screw myself. My dog will never knock on the door and say, Daddy, what are you doing to Mommy? She'll just bust in and look at me. Thanks. Why am I blanking on my set? Sorry, guys. Sometimes I suck. Sometimes I don't. But I can't think of my jokes right now. Weed is legal. That's obvious.
Yeah.
It's the reason I'm forgetting half my jokes. I grew up Greek. Any Greeks in the house? No, that's a shocker. Growing up Greek, you realize 2 things. One, that you're not white. And 2, that you're low-level white. Nobody seems to get that, but my Puerto Rican friends. I moved into Throgs Neck. Big Irish community in Throgs Neck. They didn't know what the hell to make of me. They actually thought I was Puerto Rican. Until Easter came around, and they realized I was Greek. You know what Greeks do for Easter? What? Nobody? Anybody? Yeah, we kill animals, and we cook them in our front yard. Oh, boy. Ever talk about going to Staten Island bombing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's happening right now. Somebody hit my pot. Okay, let's reconvene. Married people? Any married people? Give me a round of applause. No, that's what I usually get out of married people. It's the, I get it. I've been married for 17 years. My wife doesn't like me, I don't like my wife. Pandemic came around. Things got better between me and my wife. My wife started having sex with me. Do you believe that? Neither did I.
That's awesome.
Until it happened. Pandemic brought out a lot of things. Brought back a lot of things. Bush came back. Not George Bush. There wasn't much money for the pandemic. Couldn't go out. Couldn't get your nails done. Where the hell am I going with this? Whatever, man. If I end up on the cutting room floor, I end up on the cutting room floor. Give me a boom, boom, boom. That's it. I just wanted to hear that. Yeah, man. I forgot my whole set. I got 1 minute. 1 minute. Thanks. Cut me off now. Do what my wife does. Give me a slap on the booty and tell me to go home. Get the hell out of the room. Oh, man. Thank God it's not the Tonight Show. Yeah, I really got nothing else to say, man. I forgot my whole set, and I feel embarrassed, but I couldn't care less. I'm going back to the Bronx with my tail between my legs. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.
So, Raquel, we have our next guest.
Yes, hello. Tell us, what is your name?
Hi, my name is Jerry, but I go by Big Red.
Oh, why the big red?
I used to have red hair, as you can tell.
Oh, and I can see it here. Yeah, you have
You can see it here a little bit. I grew it out just so you guys can see I do have red
Yes,
hair.
okay, very nice. So where are you from?
From the Bronx as well.
Oh, give it up for the Bronx.
Yeah, the Bronx is in the house, yeah.
Bronx in the house.
Yeah, thank you for coming all the way down here.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing comedy?
So about 4 or 5 years.
Wow,
Yeah, 4 or 5
nice.
years.
Do you have a favorite joke?
I do.
Really? Are you
I
going to
do.
tell us tonight? I
I
don't want to.
cannot say the joke.
Why?
It's a little bit racy.
Oh, we like naughty in here. But
Yeah, maybe I'll tell you afterwards. yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey,
It's a
do you
little
hate when people ask you to say something funny?
Yes, I do. So
Really?
yes, but I have an answer for them.
Okay.
Here's when it's my next show. You can pay a ticket. There you go. Come to watch me there. You can hear me say tons of jokes.
I love that you have a response for that.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Do you have any dark secrets?
Dark secrets.
Yeah.
Everybody has dark secrets.
Okay. Tell us one.
It's in the deep ocean. I can't. We gotta go find it somewhere.
All right. Well, What do you think sets you apart from other comedians?
My story.
Okay.
Yeah, every comedian has a story, but my story is, I would say, very unique.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you say that it came from hardships in your life?
It came just from life being life,
Life
you know.
being life,
You know,
okay.
it's everybody's story is unique, but mine is especially unique.
If you could give it to us in a nutshell, could you?
If in a nutshell, I would say strange.
Strange.
Strange
Okay.
upbringing.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you, what can they find you? Oh, man, I have a show. I can't even get the words out.
They can find me on Instagram. I go by BigRed_comedy.
Okay. Big
Hey,
Red
awesome.
_comedy.
You have 5 minutes for us?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Good evening, guys. Look at these beautiful people right here. Give yourselves a hand for coming out here tonight. It's tough to do comedy recently because I had a death in the family, so comedy has become a hard thing to do recently. But it's weird because in my culture, one person doesn't die when someone dies. It's usually 3. It's never 2. It's never 4. And it's never my ex-wife. I don't know why. She should be dying soon. She should be going. You can't tell by looking at me, but my mom is black, and so when people look at me, they automatically assume that my father is obviously a criminal. Which he is. He's a criminal. My mom had me at a very young age, which is what sets me apart. My mom had me at an age where she could use the Easy Bake Oven, but not the real oven. Yeah, so I had cookies for breakfast, cookies for lunch. But for dinner, she always used to go all out and used to make us French fries and chicken, made out of Play-Doh, but still chicken and French fries. It was good. It's good. She had very strict rules, though. As we were growing up, she said, you know, whenever we were in daycare, I was not allowed to sit at her table. She didn't want us to share the same friends. Kicked me out of the table. You were messing up my groove. Yeah. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard. But you know, growing up, I got to go to high school before I went to play school or preschool.
Preschool.
Yeah, right before preschool. I went to high school first. But my mom decided that she was not going to have any boyfriends because she was just dating my friends. I thought she needed to stop that. She needed to stop that. So she decided that she was not going to date any more men. No more men in her life. No more men. So I started to have Uncle Tom, Uncle Tony coming over, Uncle John. I never met those guys before, but apparently they're all my uncles. Yeah, it happens sometimes. It happens. Oh, man. Yeah, I have a daughter now, and I'm trying to keep her away from that kind of stuff. But her mom took her away from me, and she moved her to the capital of Puerto Rico. And for you guys who don't know where the capital of Puerto Rico is in Orlando, Florida. It's down there. Apparently everybody's there. Yeah, mostly everybody lives there. So I had her here for the summer. They brought her over here for the summer. And it used to be bring your daughter to work day, but now it's bring your child to work day, so you can torture your kids equally, right? And so I brought her to work. She was great, fantastic, right? She was learning all the things. I do marketing during the day. I brought her in. I was working on a project. I did the project. She helped me on the project because I wanted her to learn a little bit about it. When you do a project, you have to do 2 pieces. One, so they can decide which one you want to see, right? So she said, if I do 1 piece and you do 1 piece, and if my piece wins, can you take me to Sesame Place? I said, sure, no problem. It's no big deal. What can an 8-year-old do, right? She did her piece. I did my piece. We submitted both. Do you guys know whose piece won? Her piece. Her piece won. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was so proud to tell her, hey, daughter, guess what? I'm so happy to tell you, you lost. Couldn't beat me. I'm not giving up my job to an 8-year-old. That's crazy. Yeah. Until a couple of weeks ago when she called me. Apparently the marketing scheme was supposed to be local. It landed in Puerto Rico, a.k.a. Orlando, Florida. So she calls me, she's calling me. I'm not picking up the phone because I'm at work. So she sends me a picture. What's this? It's the thing that she designed. She's like, I won my money in perpetuity. I'm like, stop cursing at your father. Oh, call me that. So I now have to go back to Florida, and she wants to go to SeaWorld. I have to make up an excuse as to why we can't go to SeaWorld. Oh, man. Yeah, man. So living in the Bronx is hard, you know. I had a couple of friends who went to jail for selling drugs in the streets, right? And that's very hard to do. They went to jail, they came out, they were reformed. Now they're selling drugs in the street legally. Weed is legal now, so they can sell them. But anyway, my name is Big Red. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah. All right.
We have a special guest now on this 100th show, and her name is Raquel Reigns, and she's going to be doing a song that Fred Coscia wrote, and it's called the You Song. You Song. You, Staten Island. You. And this is a great song. Without further ado, Raquel Reigns, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do this, Fred. Fred's original song. It's called You.
After the rainfall, you kissed me and said I was the one who would let you love again. But you mean the same thing to me. Yes, you do the same thing for me. Rest assured, darling, the world is in our hands. Never deny us this magical plan. Yes, you mean a changed world to me. Yes, you make a magical world for me. La, la, the last time I slept in your arms, I felt no pain. Some men would say with no pain there is no gain. But you mean a changed world to me. Yes, you push the pain away for me. You, 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 you,
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kevin Concord, and this is a Faker News Brief. Some people on Staten Island are complaining about their garbage man. They said he was trash talking. A worker at the clock factory retired. He said he served his time. 2 people were rescued at the chocolate factory after they fell into a tank of chocolate. Their condition is listed as extra chunky. People on Staten Island are switching from checkers to chess. They say it is a game changer. This just in. A candle shop is selling a candle for $569. They said it is only for people who have money to burn. This has been a Fake News Brief. I'm Kevin Kumquat. Now back to the Staten Island Comedy Show.
All right.
Wow, Kevin comes out of nowhere in cyberspace.
Yeah.
You know? Raquel.
Kevin Kumquat everywhere.
But our next comedian is Helaine Witt.
Thank you, thank you. Great singing.
Oh, thank you very
Nevin.
much.
I'm only kidding.
You look beautiful this
Thank
evening.
you. Thank you.
Helaine, where are you from?
I'm from Elmont, New York, down the block from Belmont Racetrack.
Wow. Giddy up, horsey.
Ooh.
Now, how long have you been doing comedy?
Well, I started in the 80s, which means one thing, I'm very old. I stopped for a while and then I went back.
What advice can you give up-and-coming comedians?
To write your own material and to see the funny in everything. Look at a humorous view of everything that happens. Just be sarcastic and see things as an opportunity to make a joke. That's what I do. Wow. And rant. Like if you're waiting at the supermarket online and you're angry at the person for doing something stupid, just rant about it that night on Zoom on comedy.
That's an excellent answer.
All right. Cool.
Thank you for liking it.
No, that's
See, I'm
true.
being sarcastic.
That's exactly the best comedians in the world. That's what they do.
Thank you. You want to sit here kidding? Being sarcastic.
So, what's your favorite comedy TV show? Besides this one.
Yeah, you know what? I liked when Joan Rivers had some shows. Right before she passed away, she had like 3 shows. She had Fashion Police. She had her daughter in her daughter's basement. She interviewed people, and then she had something else. I forget now. How do you like that? I'm losing
you
my.
went up the creek without a paddle. Get it? Wait a minute. Went up the creek without a paddle.
I don't smoke pot, but I forgot because, like I said, I'm getting older.
All right. Where could they find you, on Facebook and stuff?
Yeah, I have 2 Facebooks. One's for friends who used to know me as Helaine Witt, and then I have Helaine Witt.
Okay, you have 5 minutes for us?
Oh, I'd love that. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. All right.
I think I'll play the
How about
drums
that?
after this since he tried to be funny. Is this thing on? Okay. Well, you might be looking at me wondering, is that the love child of Barry Manilow and Dr. Ruth? I can't be. I'm almost Barry Manilow's age. You know, I turned 69 just a few years ago, and I was blowing out my candles, and I made my wish for 69. It's been a long pandemic, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Been a long pandemic. The only person who came into my apartment during 2 years was the plumber because I needed my pipes cleaned out. Is this a clean show?
Pipe cleaned
It
out.
is?
That's clean enough.
Oh. Well, yeah, it's... He's funny to me. I mentioned Joan Rivers because I wrote some jokes for Joan Rivers in the 80s, and she told some of them on The Late Show with Johnny Carson. I'm very proud of that. But I'm going to tell you one of the jokes and tell you what happened as part of my routine. So it was Income Tax Day, 1984, and she comes on the stage and says, my accountant's dancing around the office singing, "Let's get fiscal," like fiscal year. And nobody laughed, just like that. The joke bombed. The joke I wrote bombed. So then she said it again. "Let's get fiscal." And again, nobody laughed. Then she said it for the 3rd time. "Let's get fiscal." That was going to be my big joke. So my joke bombed on the Johnny Carson show 3 times. That was my big joke. And there was another joke. I'll tell you the other one then. In Los Angeles, every marriage ends in divorce. So I put my money in the Infidelity Savings Bank. But I'm getting older. I'm getting older. I used to be a school teacher in New York City. I taught in the toughest school in all of New York. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm on a pension. I don't have to work for the rest of my life. Don't feel too sorry for your taxpayers' dollars at work, ladies and gentlemen. But I had this boy, Stephen Jefferson, and he used to melt crayons on the radiator. So I brought him back 20 years later for career day because he's the biggest methamphetamine dealer in all of New York.
Yeah.
And it was a tough school. The kids didn't just chew their pencils like we did when we were young. They swallowed the erasers and wash it down with vodka. Second grade. I mean, tough kids. Wow, this is a tough crowd, Nevin, I'm telling you. This is going to be on TV. Stephen Jefferson's going to be watching it, sitting on his couch going, why would Miss Witt use my real name? Because I never thought you'd be watching my Netflix special, Stephen Jefferson. Is this thing on? Okay. So I'm getting older, like I said, and I try to make jokes about getting older, Raquel. Like, you see these pound signs here, these parentheses here, exclamation points here. I'll just lay down. You can send a text message on me. The cuckoo on my biological clock is wearing depends. You heard of the information age? I'm headed for the inflammation age. Boy, these people need a drink to loosen them up a little. Or maybe I just suck. I don't know. I'm cursing. Am I allowed to curse on your show?
No, not that much.
Oh, not that word. Uh-oh. They're gonna cut my set. But I did go to Woodstock. I went to Woodstock 50 years ago, and then I went to the Woodstock they had in Delaware 50 years later. And some things stayed the same and some things were different. Like, we had this Volkswagen bus, and we had a sign on it 50 years ago. It said, don't come a-knockin' if this bus is a-rockin'. And this time, the bus said, don't come a-fussin' if I've had... Don't come a-fussin' till I've had my Robitussin. And, you know, 3 people... had babies at the first Woodstock. Wow. 3 people lost their dentures at the second Woodstock. Oh, they're starting to laugh. I'm not bombing. Someone's watching this at 4 a.m., right, on a cable TV station going, that one was funny, the rest sucked. I use that word again, Nevin. But, yeah, I'm losing my hair, but I know where it's going. It's going to my knuckles. People say, what's the cure for camel toe? Depends. Depends. He's blushing, the cameraman's blushing. I guess I'm getting too dirty. Usually I'm clean. I do senior centers, Nevin. I don't know. I'm trying to survive here, that's all. I wore my dead mother's mink coat today because it's Halloween, and I thought I'd get some use out of it. And it reminded me, you know, I had a brother who passed away. That sounds very sad, but the truth is, I'm glad he's not around for... Hear me out. I wrote those jokes for Joan Rivers. My brother was with me. I wrote a greeting card. My brother was with me. For all I know, I never wrote these things. Maybe my brother wrote them, but he's not here to defend himself. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I wrote them all. Oh, good. My time's almost up. But I was telling you about Woodstock. I'm going back in, not in good order. This is bad for comedy class, but I'm going back about Woodstock. You know, Mick Jagger was singing at Woodstock at the first one. He sang Satisfaction, nothing wrong. But then when he came back 50 years later, you know, after his heart operation and all, he goes like this, I can't get no. And he wants us to sing the rest of the verse. I stood up in front of all those people. I said, Mick Jagger, I paid all this money to walk through the mud to be here. You sing Satisfaction to me. Well, you've been an audience. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo. Wow, that was something, Fred.
That was a wild...
Did you go to Woodstock?
No, but I played with somebody from Woodstock.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Tiny Tim.
Wow.
And he was tipping through the tulips.
He tiptoed through the tulips.
Yeah, Tiny Tim.
Wow, that's
awesome.
He
he was the flower child of the 60s.
Jesus, wow.
Yeah, that was a big hit song, Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
Yeah, no,
You
it
guys
was
know
awesome.
him, right?
And he had stage fright, too, didn't he, one time?
Oh, he had stage fright a lot. I used to have to
pick him up and bring him to the stage.
Wow.
Well, pick him up. I used to grab his arm and come on, you know. Yeah, he was stage fright.
I heard you said, Tiny Tim, you
You
got to get out there. I'm not getting
I told
paid.
one gig, we were making a lot of money, and he's there, and he goes, "Oh, I can't go on, Fred, I can't go on." So I said, "Listen, Tiny, if you don't go on, I don't get paid." I said, "So you're
going on. I'm about to drag you out.
You know?
All right. All right. Nice story, Fred.
Yeah.
Okay, Raquel, our next comedian.
Yes, hello, welcome.
Right. How you doing today?
Great, please tell us your name.
My name is Tony Plata.
Nice to meet you. Wow, where are you from?
I'm from the greatest borough in New York City. I'm from the Bronx.
Oh,
I love the Bronx. Wow, I should call this the Bronx Comedy Show, right?
Bronx Bombers.
I want to thank Nevin and his crew for sending me on a first-class trip over here. I took a yacht. I appreciate it.
Wow.
It's called the Staten Island Ferry, so thank you for having me travel in that beautiful ship.
Anything for the comedians, we send out the best.
Thank you.
Okay, how long have you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy for a little under 2 years now.
Oh, okay, how's it going?
It's going. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm on TV, Mom.
You did it. Do you have a favorite joke?
I'm still finding my groove, so I do not have a favorite joke now.
Okay, and have you ever written jokes about like a significant other?
Yes, I have.
And did they hear your joke?
Yes, they have.
What happened? Did you get in trouble?
No, you change the names in the stories. You know?
Ah, okay.
And then you get in trouble for that too.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Do you have any dark secrets?
No, I do not have any dark secrets.
Man,
Not that you'll tell us.
No,
right?
I will not tell you.
All right. Hey, what made you get into comedy?
Just like a lot of comedians, we have a past that had some impact on us, and we have a story to tell. We want to share some of our inner secrets and bring comedy joy to the audience and help them laugh. So that's why I decided to try comedy.
Okay.
Awesome.
Were you ever a class clown?
No, I was not. I was a serious dude in school.
Oh, cool.
So, yes.
Okay. Hey,
Where can we find them?
yeah, where can we find
But
you?
you can find me on Instagram. My handle is Mr. Tony Blue Plata.
Okay.
All right, awesome. You got 5 minutes?
Yes,
for
sir.
us? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that great intro. Give it up for yourself, audience members. Yeah. Yes, thank you for being here. All the great comedians before me, great job. My name is Tony, and I'm from the Bronx. Yes, I love being from the Bronx. People from the Bronx have a certain toughness to them that you can't find in any other borough. Just this morning, I was at McDonald's having breakfast, and this 5-year-old was just like looking at me really mean. We call it mean mugging, you know, like, ooh, and he was just like flinching at me. And he's asking me questions like, in the Bronx, we use terms like yo. So he's like, yo, do I know you? Can I help you? And I said, yeah, you can help me. I'm your father. That's you know who I am. But the best thing about the Bronx is the women. Any women from the Bronx, clap it up. Yes, Bronx women. I love women from the Bronx. They know what they want, and they tell you exactly what they want as well. Again, women from the Bronx start off sentences with the word yo all the time. And they're like, yo, I don't want you for my man. I want you for something more. And if they really like you, they throw the word son in. Yo, son, I want you in my life forever. And that's why I want you to be my first baby daddy. So, yeah, that's Bronx women for you. Bronx women, yeah. I was raised by a single mom. Any single moms in the audience? Of course not. I'm sure there's a lot of single moms at home. It was rough. It was rough for us. My mom raised 3 boys on her own in the Bronx. And she did a really good job. Only 2 of us have records, so good job, Mom. 2 of us have criminal records. But my mom wanted to make sure me and my brothers were following the right path, so she decided to send all 3 of us to Catholic school. Yeah. education was so important to her and our safety, she decided to send us to Catholic. She was willing to pay for our education. And when you go to Catholic school and you get in trouble, you get something called detention. But in Catholic school, they don't call it detention. They call it JUG. J-U-G, JUG. Justice under God. Yeah, justice under God. That's what they call it. Any military service members here? No military service members. I'm actually a veteran myself. I served for over 20 years. Wow. Thank you very much. I do suffer from PTSD. For those who don't know that, it's called post-traumatic stress disorder. But it's actually not from my time at war. It's for my time going to family court for all the child support hearings I have to go to. Yeah. So yeah, I have children. Children are a blessing. I thought children were such a blessing that I decided to have several children. And unfortunately, all my children were born with AMD. It's a rare genetic condition found in Puerto Rican men. Actually, it's only found in me. All my children were born with AMD. They were all born with all different mothers. Yes, that's what they were born with. So yeah, that's that. But dating back in the day when I grew up, it was just different. The only thing you needed to know was someone's zodiac sign, you know? Like, hey, what sign are you? Oh, I'm a Virgo. I'm like, no, I'm okay. My ex was a Virgo. Hey, what sign are you? Oh, I'm a Cancer. Yeah, the sign says it all. You know, I'm good. But these days, when you date someone, you have to know their love language. You guys know anybody's love language? No. It's crazy. Like, you go on a date, you're like, hey, what's your love language? Oh, I'm physical touch. Hey, what's your love language? Oh, I'm quality time. And you're like, I really don't care what your love language is. But in the Bronx, we have our own version of those love languages. Like for people in the Bronx, quality time, we call it Netflix and chill. So that's a love language we created in the Bronx, yeah. Yeah, so again, thank you for being here. You guys are a great audience. I want to congratulate Nevin and everyone here in the Staten Island Comedy Show for having 100 years of, 100 shows.
100 years would really be trouble.
Yeah, and thank you for inviting us as well. But that's all I have. That's my time, Nevin. I appreciate you.
All right.
Hey, Raquel, I have a joke for you, a knock-knock joke.
Okay.
Knock-knock.
Who's there?
Justin.
Justin who?
Just in time for dinner, baby. Yeah, I want to congratulate you, Nevin, on the 100 show. It's going to be a great night tonight. So far, so good.
Yeah, Saki, it's awesome. How'd you like the Faker News?
Yeah, that was great. And Tom Padovano, he gave you some of those jokes for the Faker News.
Yeah, Kevin Kumquat, he was in the back room interviewing everyone. You missed him, but you'll be on Faker News. You do the weather once in a while, right?
Yeah. So, okay. So if they have I guess they don't have the show. I'm going to introduce the next guest. And the next guest is Debbie Bazza. How you doing, Debbie?
Hi, Raquel. Hi, Nevin.
Hey, Debbie, you're pretty hot.
Thank you.
Woo.
It's a lot of work.
All right, I'm going to take it away, Nevin.
Okay. Socky. You got to watch him. He's a dirty sock. You know, I lost his brother in the dryer.
Oh.
Yeah. So Debbie, where are you from?
I'm from the Bronx.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
cool.
yes.
All right, cool.
I came in with the bus.
You came on the yacht.
Yes. We stopped. We didn't think we'd get here. We had to take a bus, a train, a ferry. Yeah, it was some trip.
Wow. Awesome.
Yes.
How long have you been doing comedy?
About 10, 12 years, but there were a few breaks.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, my husband died. Yeah, my late husband, yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it took time to look for another husband to get back to comedy, yeah. Gotta get the bills paid. I had teenagers.
I know, this show is getting depressed. They said I was 100 years old. This was the 100th year show. Some people say I don't live, I don't look anywhere over 99.
I'd say that tie's beautiful.
Oh,
Goes
thank
great
you.
with that
Oh,
shirt,
thank you.
yeah. I
Thank
like
you.
it.
It's purple.
Yeah, yeah. You picked it out yourself, or your wife laid it out for you?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
you know the way. You know that way. That works.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your favorite comedian?
Well, if I didn't say my daughter Adrienne Appalucci, I wouldn't be able to see her. Probably forget for a while.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
no, seriously. I like Kevin Hart too. I like comics that talk about life experiences.
Right. He got slapped in the face, didn't he?
No.
That was Rock. That was Chris Rock.
Yeah, Chris Rock. I know. I don't know what's
at
going
the award
on.
show.
I know.
So
I'm glad we're having all this depressing
all this
stuff, and then you're going to throw me up there. Let's get the audience real low. How low can we go?
Do you hate when anyone on the street comes up to you and asks you to tell a joke?
I do.
What do you tell them?
I don't know. What do I tell them? I tell them to come to a show. I tell them if I was a gynecologist, would you tell me would you lay on the table? I don't know.
Okay.
You could tell these were not planned questions.
What do you believe sets you apart from other comedians?
I think my life.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
my life
All right.
experiences.
Yes.
I've been married 3 times.
Right.
Yeah, looking for a 4th husband. Yeah, not everyone's doing that kind of material.
Here we go, getting depressed again.
No, seriously, I wouldn't get married again. I'm not giving up my ex-husband's Social Security.
What's your favorite TV show?
The Staten Island cable show.
Yay,
and the Tonight
Show.
Show. And the Tonight Show, yes.
Okay.
yes.
Johnny Carson, blah, blah, blah.
No, Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon, okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you were on Jimmy Fallon, right?
I was. That was like my friend Bruce Lipsky says, even a blind squirrel gets a nut now and then. That was a great experience.
Awesome.
Yes.
You got your 15 minutes of fame.
Well, it's a little less than 15 minutes, but I'll take it.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Do you have first?
Yes.
I always forget this. Everybody forgets this. Where can we find you? On Facebook and stuff?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Debbie Bazza.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, very simple.
All right, you have a 5-minute set for us?
I do.
Okay, Debbie Bazza, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Show. I'm so glad I could be here. Right. Wow. I was here many years ago with my ex-husband. And now I remember why we didn't come back. It's a long trip. It really is. But I have to say I've been married 30 years. Thank you. It took 30 husbands. They took 3 husbands, but still 30 years. Yes. My ex was, he wasn't very good with foreplay. For him, foreplay was... Take a shower, I'll be up soon. I mean, come on. Middle of the night, Deb, you up? I mean, come on. That's not, to me, foreplay, right? We fought all the time. All the time we fought. We're actually divorced Bronx style. We're still living in the same house. And I got to tell you, everything I do bothers him. He came up the other day. He says, you're the worst housekeeper I ever saw. I said, it took you 20 years to figure this out? You never noticed when we were getting laid. You know what I mean? All of a sudden now he could see and he has eyes, right? He could hear. He criticizes the shows I like. I like Lifetime movies where women get young, good-looking men to this is hard up here. Young, good-looking men to kill their husbands. I find that entertaining. One day I was watching Women Who Kill, and he came up and he says, "Are you getting ideas how to kill me?" I said, no, they show you what not to do, too. So I am dating, and it's not easy when you're living with your husband trying to date. A lot of the men want to know, where do you live? Where do you live? Don't worry, you're not coming over. And the men got so cheap. First guy out wanted to take me to the park in his neighborhood. I said, I have my own park across the street. I'm not traveling to you. I mean, come on. Next guy, my very first date, we go to McDonald's for a coffee date. And I don't mind. McDonald's coffee's good if it's fresh. What bothered me was before COVID when the guy pumped his chest out and he said, get whatever size you want. Like I didn't know it was $1 all day long. Then he pulls out 2 coupons from his pocket, these crumpled old coupons. He says, you want to share a French fry or an apple turnover? I said, I ate already. I didn't want to break his heart. Those coupons looked older than us. I mean, come on. Too much. I was dating a retired dentist with a boat. I know, Nevin. He wanted to take me on the boat. I told him I like a boat with witnesses and a crew. I'm not getting on a boat alone with you. You remember what happened years ago? An actress, a very famous actress? She was on with her husband and 2 other people. She fell off the boat. Nobody even knew. Now, I could understand if you got a big party, you know, like 50, 60 people. There were 4 people on this boat. A quarter of your people are missing, and you don't notice? I mean, you're not getting me on a boat. Then I went out with a guy who was a gambler. But he would get lost for the holidays. New Year's Eve, Valentine's Day. All of a sudden, I heard from him in October. And I remembered, my birthday's in September. That's why he's looking. Oh, this isn't... So I'm dating another man. I told my friend, I say, he has a sniffling problem. He's like, sniffles. So are you picking on him? I said, if I was picking, I'd say something about his penny loafers. Who wears penny loafers in this day and age? They got old. He said he's got a new pair of shoes. I was so excited. You know what he got? Another pair of penny loafers. I don't know. Not easy out here. But I would never get married again. I'm not giving up my ex-husband's Social Security. That's not happening. I'd have to work another 7 years to make $400 a month. Come on, you can't make this stuff up. Yeah, so I do have a daughter who's doing comedy. She's doing very well. Yeah, very good. I said, so maybe we could do a show together. She says, oh, no, Ma, I want separation. Separation? You're living with me. What kind of separation is that? You know another thing that used to bother my ex? He used to say I fuss more for the GYN than him. I don't know, ladies. Am I the only one I shave as high as I have to? Raquel, tell me, right? Right? Capris, skirt, GYN. He'd say, you fuss more for the GYN than me. I said, that's because you don't have me in stirrups with a strobe light on me. Always picking, always fighting, always finding something to pick about. We were widowed a few months apart. It started out beautiful. He would take me out for dinner. He'd talk about his late wife. I'd talk about my late husband. It was like we were on a double date. I was having the time of my life. I was going out, bringing home leftovers. A few weeks into it, hey, is this going to lead to anything? Because if it's not, I don't want to waste my time. So we did get married. We had a big fight on a honeymoon cruise. Why wait? And I woke up, he was missing. I panicked. You can't have 2 husbands die right after the other. That don't look good. You know, they're coming after me. I was so glad when I saw him in the distance. I realized, who could believe you got his big fat ass over the railing anyway? So, yeah. He was a nice guy, though. He was very smart. He told me so all the time. He told me how smart he was. Yeah, my pickings weren't the best. People ask, how'd you get married 3 times? I settled. You're laughing. Well, I did. First was a drug addict right out of rehab. Love of my life, I got to say, love of my life. We did everything together. Laundry, food shopping, welfare, always with me. What a guy. And he was a homebody. He'd look so cute in front of the TV, be like this. You know, one time he fell asleep while I was talking to him. I got insulted. And then I found out he went back on heroin, so I felt better it wasn't me. My second was a degenerate gambler. Loved to go away every summer. We had to go on vacation to his aunt's house, Crescent, Pennsylvania. The only thing to do out there was bingo, binge, and church. On the way home, we had to stop at Atlantic City. Do you know we had to wait until he made enough, or he gambled long enough to get a few food vouchers, right? One day we're online, he hears this other degenerate say, I got an extra food voucher if somebody wants to sit with me. You know, he pushed me to sit with this stranger just to save a few dollars. I felt like he was pimping me off. I mean, come on. Why didn't he sit with the guy? Guys say gambling is an invisible disease. You don't notice it unless you look at how they dress. That's a scruffy look. I'm telling you. And their pants, usually the behinds are down to their knees because those are lucky pants. They ain't changing those pants. They're not. They're winning in those pants. Those pants are not getting changed. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I thank you so much. Congratulations on the 100th show. Yeah. And now I'm going to get back to Nevin. Nevin, thank you so much.
Raquel.
Yes.
You're going to do another song?
Would you like me to?
Yes.
I would love to.
Okay. Awesome. So Raquel Reigns, ladies and gentlemen, with Fred Coscia on the bongos.
You got it now. Far away, so we can both make fun of distance. Lucky that I love a foreign land for the lucky fact of your existence. Baby, I would climb the Andes solely to count the freckles on your body. Never could imagine there were only so many ways to love somebody. Can't you see? I'm at your feet. Whenever, wherever, we're meant to be together. I'll be there and you'll be here, and that's the deal, my dear. They're over, you're under, you never have to wonder. We can always play by ear, and that's the deal, my dear. Lucky that my lips not only mumble, they spill kisses like a fountain. Lucky that my breasts are small and humble, so you don't confuse them with mountains. Lucky that my legs are strong for cover, to run for cover when I need it. And these two eyes that for to other, but they keep will dry a river. At your feet, I'm at your feet. Whenever, wherever, we're meant to be together. I'll be there and you'll be here, and that's the deal, my dear. They're over, you're under, you never have to wonder. We can always play by ear, and that's the deal, my dear. Think out loud. Say it again. Tell me one more time that you live. Lost in my eyes. Whenever, wherever, we're meant to be together. I'll be there and you'll be here, and that's the deal, my dear. They're over, you're under, you never have to wonder. We can always play by ear, and that's the deal, my dear. Whenever, wherever, we're meant to be together. I'll be there and you'll be here, and that's the deal, my dear. They're over, you're under, you got me head over heels. There's nothing left to fear if you really feel the way I feel.
Okay. Fred, what a great show.
Oh,
you know?
it was fantastic.
So,
We had a
Fred,
lot of great
before,
comedians.
Before I forget, Fred,
Yes.
we have some sponsors.
Oh, right.
Yes.
We do have sponsors.
We have Oriental Plaza.
Oriental Plaza. Let Raquel say one. Bella
Beans
Cafe.
Cafe.
Bella Beans Cafe, right?
Provided the beautiful crumb cake for tonight.
And we got Island-wide
Realty.
Realty. I last time I said reality. Island-wide Realty. Right.
And Diddley.
D.
Deli.
Bagel and Deli.
Bagel.
Dilly D Bagel and Deli.
There we go.
These are an Ori.
Ento.
Plaza.
That's it.
And high.
Two.
Tobacco.
All right. There you
High
go.
tobacco.
High tobacco. Right.
High
Awesome.
tobacco.
All right, awesome.
Didn't we have someone who helps with finances?
What's that?
Did we have
A.
And
J.
C.
Advisors.
Advisors.
There
AJC
we go.
Advisors.
Okay, we got it. All right, awesome.
That's it, right?
Yeah. So, Fred, the 100th show, it's in the books.
It's in the books.
Yes, and we got Raquel
Reigns.
Oh, we're going to do our Coney Island song for the 100th show.
For the close.
This is an original song. We just wrote this song, and
Right.
Raquel's going to sing it.
See you the next time on the Staten Island Comedy Show.